The podcast is starting. We've been talking. We got a whole full cast here. We got me. I'm Rom. We got Astrid Blues, and we got Drunkle Piccolo. We also have as extra guests. We got Heather, the Irish Celtic, Krillin, the Brit, and Pan, the Irish.
Wait, when did we establish that fucking Krillin was Irish? I think he's just regular British.
I said he was British, right? What did I say he was?
Yeah, I think you said British, and I think Krillin's just regular British.
Krillin's from Wessex, okay? I don't know if that's true. It's yes or yes. He's from Wessex, okay? So we're
Krillin is automatically from London because that's where all British people are from.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. No,
the only city that exists in the UK is London.
And like
Manchester doesn't exist.
No.
Fucking Wessex doesn't. Bristol doesn't exist. None of those cities are real.
Yeah, that's why I liked on the pre-show dojo when we were talking about like Iona and Pam can listen to us because we kind of like. Yeah, the Brits and the Irish folks out there can listen to us because we kind of 50% hate our country. But imagine if we were like those 100% like we loved our country, like the uber America.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like that'd probably be insufferable to them. You know?
I'm gonna go over and spread freedom.
The way we gotta sell it is we gotta be so ignorant that we just like we don't even know what we're talking about like anything outside of America. Like we'd be like, well, you know, all they do in France is make bagels. All they do in France is make bagels.
Did you hear about how Obama was bombing cereal?
When's the last time the French won a war? You know, America, we win all our wars.
We won World War II, we won Nam, we won Korea, we won Gulf War, we won everything. We won Iraq. Even though we're still over there, we won.
Yes. See, the British, they just hate us for our freedoms. They just wish they didn't have that fancy
parliament system. The British hate us because we beat them in the Revolutionary War.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're holding a grudge from 1770, whatever.
We only really beat them by doing guerrilla warfare in a full-on like.
Well, exactly.
Like in a real.
They saw us as dishonorable for using guerrilla warfare, and we beat them in the Revolutionary War, and now they don't like us. I mean, they kind of like us now, but
This is why we can't take you to a fancy party, Blues, because if we took you to a fancy party with Europeans, you're gonna bring up 1776 every fucking time. And then all the British people...
Look, motherfucker, they gotta remember.
You need to be classy, Blues. I'm trying
We never forget 1776.
You need to be a gentleman, sir. You were gonna bring up 1776 like, fucking British people are there, and you're like, hey, you want to talk about the Revolutionary War? Like, you can talk about anything else. You could talk about the Queen, or... I don't fucking know.
Look, man, I get a pass because me and Krillin associate with each other on a more than first name basis. I call him Red Coat, he calls me Black, okay?
Black Coat. That he should call you Black Coat. That'd be fucking that'd be hilarious. Like he should do.
To Krillin I'm not Blues, I'm Blacks.
Like as a person who's half black, you should call him a Black Coat. That'd be fucking hilarious to me. I'll give you a pass on that one.
It's the revolution to us.
He's a Black Coat. That's fucking amazing. And where are we going with this podcast?
All right. Sorry. I don't know, but you know what? As a Christmas gift to everybody who happens to be Caucasian on Legends, I'm going to give you the N-word pass. It's going to be one person. It's going to be one person. It's going to be a raffle. It's going to be a raffle. And at the end of the year, I'm going to give one person the right to say the N-word one time.
What the fuck are we even doing? Like, where are we going?
I'm trying to help my lizard shed.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I'm rolling a blunt.
I'm so glad this podcast is gonna get kicked off of YouTube, and we're just gonna go to BitChute. We're going straight to fucking BitChute. Yeah, it's gonna be. We're
gonna be on like all the other fucking second-rate video sites. We're gonna be on Vimeo and Daily Motion. It's like no YouTube.
Daily Motion.
When was the last time you watched a Daily Motion video?
I gotta step out of the room for a sec.
Yeah.
Gotta put some more stuff on this lizard.
I must leave the microphone.
This fucker is so obsessed with his lizard, dude. Like this kind of freaking me out.
This lizard is an extension of him.
He's a reptilian alien, man. Like maybe Astrid is like Zuckerberg. He's like a reptilian lizard person. You know?
No. Forte has too much autonomy to be a human lizard robot person. He has too many independent thoughts.
Me and Blues says he'll give me the N-word. Yeah. Oh man, I got.
Oh no, Heather. Instead, you're invited to the barbecue. You're invited to the cookout. We'll have fucking potato salad or whatever white people eat. We're trying to figure out what white people eat.
Have you ever thought about this, Blues? Like, you know, if I ever thought I was like a porn director, I was thinking like we could do like oppressive porn. Like, you could have like this like buff.
Well, you know what?
No.
You know what? If I ever did become a porn director, my name would be Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan. Can I be Dirty Rom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dirty Dan.
But the genre I want to start, I'm going to innovate the porn industry, is I want it to be like oppressive shit from history. So I want like...
No. They already have Nazi porn.
I want this hot like SS uniform like...
They already have Nazi porn, Rom.
Well, mine's going to be better.
You're not revolutionizing anything if they already have an industry for that shit.
Look, I want
Rule 34, man. If it exists, there's porn of it. How do you forget this?
Yeah, like can we have like a Mongol just like stepping on like a hot hand chick or something, like some oppresso porn? We'll call it oppresso porn. Like we need.
That wasn't even the dynasty that the Mongols took over. But go off.
Whatever. You know history. I know the history. I know
it was the fucking Jin dynasty. Goddamn it.
No, it wasn't. Well, wait.
Yes, it was.
There were two dynasties.
It was the Jin dynasty.
Yeah. And the song. You
bitch. You fucker.
Yeah.
You cuck.
Okay. Cause see, look. Look at this hot steamy situation, right? It's Agincourt. So you got the Brits they're in France, right? And they're surrounded. But like the French send in they're sending in their Amazon women's, right? And the Brits are like, oh fuck, we're fucked, and so they surrender. It's just a total medieval dom, just fucking. The what Ron has?
The hands.
The hands, man, the hands.
I need another beer.
Yeah.
Damn, I ran out of cigarettes. Fuck.
We're going somewhere with this. I know. Like, I want to make enlightening porn, but it has to be oppressive shit. Like
how is porn gonna be enlightening in any way?
I wanted to teach it. I want it to teach you history as we do the porn. You know, like I want it. Like it's like, look, like it's like it could be like, I don't know. It could be. It's got to be good. You know, it could be like what's that fucking one thing that happened up in Montana with the bull run or some shit with
the Battle of Bull Runs?
Yeah, you just want to have like this big like chiseled Chad.
One of the most important battles?
Yeah. You have all these chiseled Chad Indians, and it's just like Custer's already dead, and there's just all these American like chick soldiers, and the Chads just come in. It's like, listen, you all lost, and there's only one way to get out of this. And it's just like, oh yeah, see that's good. That's we're learning lessons. Like, oh, Custer lost. Like, you're gonna teach stupid people while they're watching porn, like history lessons. Like, oh, Custer lost.
Oh, what? So what? People watch Caligula to get a Roman Empire history lesson?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you know.
This only works if you know that Caligula is a fucking Roman porno.
Yeah, man. I mean, and everybody can be a winner. Everybody can be a winner. Every person can have that Chad figure. You know, because
You should go post.
yeah. Yeah, everybody can have it. Like, you know, the Brits, they could have their Chad moment. You know, they could go to India and be like, Chad McAllister
Rob,
the fucking
Heather makes an excellent point.
What?
They're just gonna skip to the sex parts.
Well, not the classy people that want to learn about history.
Well, the classy people are only like 2% of porn watchers.
Oh, okay. Well, I would watch the history part, and then we get on to the, you know.
You're not a classy person, though, so you don't count as a classy porn watcher.
Bro, I'm Hungarian, right? Like, look. Like, I'm from one of the fancy pants countries of fucking Europe. Euro.
You know who else used to be? You know who else used to be a fancy pants country? Ethiopia, and look at them now.
Well, I mean, why do you have to bring up Ethiopia into this, man? It's kind of like, look, I mean, look,
Ethiopia used to be a great power.
Look, when you hear like Hungarian, that's fucking exotic, man. I'm like exotic.
No, it's not. It's white as fuck.
It's white as fuck. Are you sure?
I hear Hungarian. I think not. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm not gonna say that.
Goddamn Blues, you're so racist. You're so racist, Blues.
I am a little racist, but I mean, I live in the South.
I'm angry.
I live in the South. I'm gonna be at least 1% racist.
Yeah. I think Astrid having this lizard's
Listen, Ron. When you're black, when you're black and you live in the South, white people are the devil. White people are the devil. If you're black and you live in the South, that's how you're raised. White people are the devil. If you're black and you live in the South, you are taught to like literally hate white people. It's fucking sad.
Well, you're in the hood, so I mean, yeah. I mean, but
it's like everybody in the hood blames their problems on the white man.
Look, I like most white people. You go into a Starbucks, it's great. Everybody's happy. Like, they have dreams and shit. Like, that's where you want to be. You want to be in the Starbucks with the white people. Stop hating on white people, Blues. Get with the fucking program.
I don't hate white people.
Get into Starbucks.
I hate like 2% of white people.
You need to get in Starbucks and stop. You need to chill the fuck out and get you a fucking caramel macchiato or something.
I've been in Starbucks. I got me a venti white mocha hot chocolate 7 pump soy with no whipped cream, motherfucker. That's my order when I go to Starbucks.
You have a casual conversation with a Karen or some shit, and she talks about like I don't know, like her fucking Mexican gardener didn't do her lawn or some shit. Go there and be like, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit, you know. Call ice on him, you know. Just do you know? Get in there, man. What are you doing?
Why?
You got.
Why?
Sometimes you gotta call ice on people. You know, we gotta call ice on people sometimes, Blues. It's just how it is.
You know what, Ron? You better be glad we don't have an actual.
Yeah,
you better be glad we don't have an actual racist.
I wish we fucking did. That'd be even more hilarious. I wish we had a Mexican American. we had.
No, I'm saying you better be glad. You better be glad we don't have an actual racist listening to us and it's like, call ice on him.
Yeah. We're gonna get an all-right following. It's gonna be amazing.
We're gonna attract so many all-righters. Yeah. They're gonna be like, yeah, man. Fucking send ice on him.
Can we get more Rom on the program? Why is Blues always talking? Get more Rom. He's talking about Starbucks.
He's white, right? Rom's white, right? They find out you're black and they just unsubscribe.
Yeah, they just disown me. Like half my family. It's good. It's all good.
They find out Forte's Native American, they just fucking abandon us. Yeah. It's like, what is this? I thought they were white.
Yeah, isn't Astrid the only, he's like the only Indian here? Or he used to be.
No one else is here. Look, Heather, Piccolo is here listening. Yes, he is.
He is Indian. He's Native American.
Yeah, he's made jokes about it.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, we were saying that you were you're Native American.
Forte's made jokes about his Native American.
Is he Elizabeth Warren Native American, or is he like real Native American? Like, is he like?
He's real Native American.
He's like 100.
He has a peace pipe and everything. He's real.
He's looking like a nerdy John Lennon, but he's like saying he's Native American over there. Like, is he?
Certainly depends on who you ask in the family. Because
Oh,
my dad looks hell of a dark himself, but my mom was mostly European, so that's
Yeah,
why.
see, that's why
I feel
that.
blood quantum though.
We got this.
No, you know what, Heather? You know what, Heather?
Spain
Now,
here.
me and Forte share
Yeah.
an oppressed card, an oppression card.
Man, dude, don't bring that SJW shit in here. Who did we lose? Oh, God.
We share. What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
you know
no,
what,
I'm talking to
dude? You know what we should do, Blues? We should start having podcasts, and we should dedicate it to certain people. Like we should do like a pan Celt history, and we'd be like, it's Pan. We're gonna associate all the Celts with Pan, so we're gonna go do a Pan history. It's like, look, at this time, all these Pans were slaughtered by the Romans in Gaul. And, like, Pan wasn't really happy about that, but it's like the Roman Chads were just like, fuck these motherfuckers. It's like, you get strong, or get broke. And they got broke. They got broke, man.
Hey, come on, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look,
no, it's all good. I'm trying to get this man off my arm so I can.
Look.
He's talking to his lizard, man. He's not talking to us.
Yeah, look, we gotta, dude. We are like, our society is about ready to fucking collapse. So don't get it twisted. I mean, we're on a pedestal right now, but it's only for like, I don't know, probably another decade before this shit falls apart. Let's be fucking honest. Let's be honest. Like, we're not going anywhere. Like, this is what I really hate about patriotic people is what the fuck is going on with that, Blues?
It's called a fan that generates air to cool somebody off.
It literally sounds like there's like a dog jacking off in your background right now.
Well, that's because the fan only has one blade.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Is there like a bloodhound?
No, that's because
still just
that's because I was right next to it, and the fan only has two blades.
Yeah, it sounds
instead of three.
Literally sounds like Goofy's like jacking off behind you, like it's a fucking Disney porn or something. What the fuck is going on?
Is it still too loud?
Yeah. Look, I just don't want it to be like some goof troop erotica. I want it to look, we got to get back on track.
No, it's a fan. It's a box fan that only has two blades.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this ain't. Yeah.
Oh, you bitch!
Spanish Gohan's here.
Yeah, Spanish Gohan's here.
Spanish Gohan's here.
Sorry to hear rattling again. I just finally got him off.
I need another beer.
We can talk about Spanish Gohan history because he's Here,
let me lower my own volume. Hold up.
The Basques are they're one of their own. Like they're they're not even. They're Spanish, but they're not. That's what I know about them. Because I'm American scholar right here, man. I know about everybody. I could tell you about Astrid's folk, but I mean, we're not going there this time. We are Spanish. You are Spanish, but you're also Basque, which is different. You guys were in Spain for ever. I think even in Roman times, right? It goes back, the Basque goes as far back as almost literally Roman Visigoth times. See? I know shit. Who the fuck else in America knows about Visigoths? Not Astrid, that's for sure. He didn't know about the Visigoths. No, but I did. Because I'm fucking enlightened. I know about them all, man. I know about all the Goths. The Visigoths, the Ostrogoths, the Goths. All of them. And then you got, they're not, I'm not even talking about the regular Goths, that are in America, or used to be in the 90s. Those are a different type of Goths, Blues. You know that? Tell it.
Yeah.
So, but we don't really have a different culture or any shit. We just have people who want independency, who burn. Yeah, Spain's an interesting country right now. Because in Britain you have Brexit, but in Spain I know that you got some of the Basques who want to break up, and then there's like
Yeah, people always talk about the British Empire and shit, but nobody ever talks about how big of a fucking empire Spain had.
Well, I'm trying to. No, we're not going down that rabbit hole just yet. I'm trying to talk about what's that other part of Spain that is thinking about breaking up? It's like, is it Patagonia? No, hold up. I fucking know this. Don't tell me.
Catalonia.
God damn it. Elijah broke. Yeah, it's Catalonia. Yes.
Well, it's Catalonia in English, but it's like Catalunya in Spanish.
God, look, dude, I don't know all. Look, I only. You gotta admit.
No, you have to know everything.
Yeah. Elijah, for an American, you gotta admit, I do know at least a little bit about European politics. Like, I don't think that Brexit is like a cereal brand. Like, oh, what Brexit is a cereal brand? Like, you can tell, like, hey, you want some Brexit for some cereal? And they'll be like, yeah, that sounds delicious. Let's get some of that Brexit over here. Like, literally you tell some fucking idiots here, and it's like, and they'll think, like, Brexit's like a cereal brand or some shit. Like, yeah, man. I'm not impressed. Whatever, man. I know.
He says, I am impressed, you idiot.
Oh, he said I am. Okay. Well, you know.
Look at you. Fucking so quick to anger.
Yeah.
This is not what Yoda taught you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Where did Stoner Piccolo go, man? Fuck.
He's listening.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was still in here.
Man,
He
fuck.
here. He probably had some stuff to do. And stuff
Okay, we gotta go to script. We gotta go to script. Script. Okay. Listen, folks. What you just heard. I mean, this is like the magic. This would have been the pre-show dojo. We got Astrid, who's turning into a serial killer with his lizard. He's gonna try to appease the lizard with blood. He's gonna become a murderer in Duluth.
He's a baby.
Yes.
I don't think he can do that.
I mean, Astrid's gonna literally murder people in Duluth for his lizard. Blues Blues hates white people. I don't know why. Because I like white people. They're nice and they're nice things. Blues is just being mean right now. And then Elijah's just being Elijah. Heather, and you got Krillin. You got everybody. So look, where are we going with this? We're gonna go to the podcast now. And Blues is sounds. I don't know what's going on. He's in a laundromat right now.
Is he in a laundromat?
It sounds like he's in a laundromat.
Okay.
So laundromat.
I have the fucking noise suppression on. I don't know how the fuck you can hear this shit.
I don't know, but it sounds like
I have it on like low.
It literally sounds like you're in a laundromat, or it's like an Optimus Prime jack-off session right now. But it's okay. No, we're not judging. Like, okay, so Saga news. What the fuck? Astrid, can you hear that? Can you hear what I'm hearing right now?
Can I hear what? Maybe. I'm trying to almost block it out mentally, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this Blues. Where are you at right now? Okay, see, he just turned off his mic, so now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now everything just stabilized. Now sanity has come back to the show, so now we can move on. Here, let me give Forte the script. Here's the script.
Yeah, sure. Give me the script. Allow me to.
Yeah, let him help.
I might as well. I'm here.
There is a script.
Did we talk about a? Yeah, we're gonna talk about Saga news. And obviously, as you guys know, there's not really a Saga. At least right now.
No.
Because we're in that intermediary period. But there are conflicts going on, as you all know.
Yeah, there's a shit ton.
Yeah, the coalition has risen, which you guys seen in like the background of stuff. Just this organization of humans and like-minded people on Earth. They are very they're not very nice, are they? They were willing for civilian casualties. They aren't good people, but they.
Oh, this is Astrid's spin on it. It was like, oh, they're bad guys. It's okay. I like it. Continue. Just
They're
pretty shady people.
You know,
they're pretty shady people.
Willing to kill innocent people to get to their cause. You know.
What if the mafia and the weirdo anon terrorist and the rogue regulators? What if they turn out to be the heroes of the story? What if Dusty Broom's a new Goku? Yeah.
Considering Anon and his current actions, I would be very surprised.
Yeah, Goku.
But,
He's gonna be
also, the reason I sound professional is because I do professional casting for varsity esports over at my college, and thus you develop this skill when you do that a lot.
Yeah, my voice is horrible. Let's be honest.
No, it's just that you aren't practiced. Now,
Yeah.
more importantly,
You have a very steady voice. Like I can tell. Like my voice goes high to lows, and yours stays at a steady, like monotone. Fucking I don't know. You're like a literal robot, but it's got in a good way. In a good way.
And now for B, of course, we have Romanus and Razdazu. Aradadazu? I always said Razudazu, and now I feel really stupid.
Radazu?
his name's just Radazu. I've called him Razudazu all my fucking life.
Radazu.
Oh my god. Now I feel very silly. They plan to break out Commodore
Radazu.
Prison. Now, mind you, Galactic Patrol never a factor I really think about unless Isaiah brings it up. So
I will marry Grant. You're gonna marry Grant?
I will not actually marry Grant.
Oh
that
shit!
was a joke.
This is from back.
Yeah. Galactic Patrol Prison. I mean, I have not seen it, but I have been paying attention to C-Box, and you guys are up to some shit. Eventually, I will go to space to respond to some of your antics.
What?
But
You can't just go to space. Is where we're at. We're the cool kids. You can't just come. What are you gonna? You're gonna probably be like Galactic Patrolman. Like you're gonna turn it around. You're the fixer-upper type of person where you try to turn things around.
This is where I make a formal complaint as a person, right? Why the fuck are spaceships 30K and 50K respectively? Holy fuck!
What do you
know how
mean?
many threads? Okay, so I wrote a 25K word thread, right? I only got 12K Zenny for that.
Oh, you mean for items? Yeah,
for like items.
If it takes 30K to get a spaceship.
Yeah, so that would be 3 25K threads total to get a spaceship.
Yeah.
So you're saying I need to decrease the prices.
If you want people to space travel,
how the hell do you expect
I need to slash the prices. Okay.
Slash the prices. We'll talk about it later, but yeah, they're fucking ridiculously expensive. Like a graph machine.
Nah, because I was already thinking about slashing them because I looked at it today and I was like, I wanted to get a spaceship for Radazu. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Blues, you can come really back in the conversation because there's no like washing machine or Optimus Prime jacking off in the background, so you're good now.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's why I came back.
Okay.
And Shihai finally collects all the Dragon Balls. What did he wish for? I know what he wished for.
A giant.
I know what he wished for.
Specifically, I believe what it was, money, and then the one that was actually consulted and talked about.
No. He wished for a new ability. He wished for a spaceship, and he wished for some experience points.
Oh, okay. Well, experience points are definitely the most valuable stat in my opinion. They give you like a good.
They are.
So. As for the equalizer ability which they have, which I will inform everybody now, it allows them to temporarily equalize like the power level difference between like one opponent and him.
What
which
the
is
fuck?
Pretty interesting.
What kind of wish is that? Who did this and how or why?
The thing is that it doesn't work in a group fight. So if he equalizes himself to the weakest person, a lot of the stronger people can deal with him. And not only that, but it's also temporary. It doesn't last very long. And I told
and say for instance, he has like 100,000 PL, and say for instance, Romanus only has 5,000. You can still fight him with 5,000 because with that ability, he'll be reduced down to 5,000 instead of you having to fight him at 130 fucking K.
Yeah.
I can understand stats being tiring.
Iona would wish for something like that.
Now, another fun thing for our next topic until we move on to Seabox stuff. Mysterious new enemy. Of course, we have the Time Patrol and all of that. They're freaking out. It's been kept semi-vague, but if you I'll give you credit if you've figured out like the name and stuff. I think
If you paid attention to the saga backstory, you'll kind of know what's going on.
Blues is really happy about playing Tatsu. I know that. He told me.
Taitsu.
Yeah, Taitsu.
Not Tatsu. Taitsu.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not Magical Blues, but it's just time check, so it's good enough.
Time chick.
Time check.
I mean, I don't really have much to comment on that. Like, we didn't really talk much about it.
Time check!
It's... Who's a Super Saiyan? Yeah, they're a Super Saiyan. I didn't know that they were a Super Saiyan, I'm gonna be honest.
I guess I'll,
It was the big reveal that Taitsu was a Super Saiyan, because, like, when she woke up from getting her souls taken by Katagon, if you were paying attention, I don't know, you would have noticed that I wrote in somewhere that she had like a little flash of glowing hair when she was like aiming a beam at Katagon because she was so fucking mad. So, but that's only if you were paying attention.
That's some deep Blues lore right there, man.
That's some 4D chess shit right there, you know.
That's some like extra credit shit.
Either way, if the time patrol is in trouble, it's obviously bad news for the future, and that should be definitely remembered. Let me bring the mic closer, because I realized that my mic was a little bit far away. So,
yes, we want to hear your silky voice up next to Rom's fucking gravelly voice and my buttery hotness.
I gotta buy better podcasting equipment, not only for this, but eventually for the political podcast that we're planning on doing. So that's gonna be completely different from this, but whatever.
For C-Box, we do have some fun stuff. Mostly stuff that happened to me. Funnily enough, not a good thing. Trunks plans to run for president, which I think was a pretty big thing that we all talked about, and then remove Astrid, even though Astrid is removing himself, like I said, by the end of the week, which would be technically
Mark Phoenix is the president now.
You know, I gotta say something about this. This is crazy because this whole event has been so disjointed and random that it's not ending with a bang. And behind the scenes, me and Blues were talking about the Demon Saga or Demon event. The Demon arc is about to be fucking lit because we got so many interesting characters about to be in that it's gonna actually it's all feel like it's gonna supersede this shit because it's like this ending kind of with Astrid just kind of going in the background, I guess, right?
I mean, people still want him dead, so honestly, probably not. He's still going to have a massive political sphere and influence, so in the end, people are still going to want to remove him because people still follow the community hero that stepped up when nobody else would.
Man, Earth is a mess right now. That's
a great thing. I love Earth when it's a mess.
We got Spanish Gohan as Trunks trying to become president, and Mark Phoenix is president right now. That's interesting. What are you gonna do, Blues, as Mark Phoenix is president?
You'll see soon. I can't spoil everything on the podcast.
Oh, spoil us. Tell us.
Not even I know. Yeah, so
tell us.
No, I can't spoil everything on the podcast. Just know that he's not gonna do. He's stated himself that he's not gonna do the Mavericks or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about Mark Phoenix building evil robots.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna do. That's not what he's gonna do. And he's already stated that he wants to mend the relationship between regular people and the superhumans.
Heather has left the chat, and she's listening to Spotify. She finds your chat worthless, Blues. That's what you get. You should have stepped up your game.
Fuck it.
Yeah, where are we going?
She'll join later.
Yeah. Onyx Knight attacks Astrid. Yeah, that was pretty. I didn't really read into that.
I had no idea what was happening, and I had to double check the IPs to figure out, like, is Blues fucking with me? Because usually Blues talks to me before he does things, but this was all Logan's doing. He just kind of came up with this, and I rolled with it.
I roll with it too.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The idea.
It has something to do. I don't know what he's doing with it, but it's connected to the plot with Anon and all the other anti-Astrid forces. So
the command part, like Onyx Knight's faction and all of that, are part of the coalition of humans that don't like anybody at this rate. So
basically, just anti-Astrid forces because they're all united against a common enemy in Astrid. Because not only does he wants to get rid of superhumans, but it's like he wants to, place rule himself. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily rule, but it's like he wants to do things himself, kind of, sort of. Right. So it's like they're like, maybe Astrid's not that good either. So we don't want the Z fighters, but we also don't want Astrid either. So you know what? How about we just kill all of them?
Yeah. You got the best forces you could assemble. You got the regulators, the mafia, and mysterious terrorists.
Yeah.
That's gonna make that's utopia. You just don't know it yet.
Mm.
So
next we have the patrolman. Again, more related to the galactic patrol stuff out in space, which is only gonna inevitably come bite me in the ass whenever I go into space.
Yes, of
well,
course.
see, it's all leading up. It's all leading up because Oob and Sorora are eventually going to go to space because Oob is going to fight Ram eventually. Is like the Goku Frieza of the site, right? But basically, Princess Olive and that galactic patrolman dude that she's with are going to eventually either come to Earth or they're going to have like a messenger in the form of probably Jocko or some other fucking galactic patrolman come to Earth and warn. They try to find Goku, but hey, guess what? Goku's fucking in the other world, so they warn Oob, his student, Gohan. Gohan wants to be left alone, and Goten kind of wants to be left alone too. So they come to Oob, and they're like, hey, Oob, can you come with us to come stop Romanus and Radazu from taking over the fucking universe?
It's gonna be a Z-Teen shit. It's gonna be Z-Teens!
Yeah. Yeah, and if the other Z-Teens like Trunks and Goten, they want to join in, they can join in too. It's not just gonna be Oob and Sorora.
Yeah, you forgot about them, Blues.
Didn't we establish that if Serora are on Gohan's care, Gohan was going to go to space as well?
I mean,
Gohan was gonna go too.
Gohan could.
Yeah, Gohan can go because Piccolo was gonna go too.
I never thought that Gohan would want to get that involved in Saiyan affairs.
Look, here's the thing. Right now, Gohan is quote-unquote in charge of Oob and Serora, and he is going to take that at heart.
He's the Z-Teen leader. It's crazy.
Right.
It's gonna be
better
amazing.
than me leading them, I'll be honest, because Blues and Rom have been like, oh, you got to get Lance over by the Z-Teens, and I'm like, he's like 28. This is really weird. I don't really want to.
Yeah, he's not a teen.
He's old.
Yeah,
they also probably wouldn't like him that much because he stabbed people. So.
Because it's like you can imagine if you're like Gohan's or Lance's age, right? And you see these teenagers, you see a moth girl. A fucking guy that looks like he's from, like, Feed the Children's, like, with a mohawk, and, like, Rikutsu the loner, and who's the other one? Sorora. And they're all gonna go to space to fight this, like, these space Vikings, and it's kind of like, yeah, maybe I should go with you. And that's kind of where Gohan comes in.
I mean, if he's going to be training Oob and Serora, it's inevitable that they are going to grow on him, so...
Yeah, because Piccolo is going to go with us too. So I mean, you and Piccolo could fucking RP together in space while we're going, because we're gonna be planet hopping.
I don't fucking know what's going to happen with Piccolo because Piccolo is not speaking to Gohan right now.
Yeah, which is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Well, Goku's dead, so.
Yeah,
right.
I mean.
Yeah, nobody cares about Goku. Anyway,
a lot of
moving on.
For news, we're gonna move on to that really quick.
Alright.
Just so that we can keep going here.
Lance is 24,000 word post. Should we be concerned?
I would like to note that it was 2,548. Thank you.
What the fuck?
Listen, should we be concerned?
I did not sleep the Saturday that I made that post. I slept on my couch. I woke up from next to my roommates, and they're like, "Zach, are you okay?" I said no, and then I.
And this, and you know what the funniest part is? This is all a result of him playing fucking Ghost of Tsushima.
Listen, Zach.
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen, Zach. You got
This goddamn samurai game.
25,000 fucking words, bro. Like, what the fuck were you thinking?
What do you mean? What do you mean? It was a good time. I wrote a lot. I got a lot done with Lance because of it.
This is probably one of the few times Forte's gonna fucking post on the forum. So let's just be grateful that he posted.
I mean, I'm still posting. I made a post like a few days ago.
Yeah, Astrid just needed people to go stats, and then he went stats. And I'm the one that actually had the disadvantages this time around. I won't be able to post as much.
Well, no, you're still fucking strong as fuck.
For the meantime, but Jesus, you guys.
Yeah, for the meantime, but anyway, yeah.
Probably not.
Nah, that's a meme. We're not concerned. We know Forte is alright.
Now we have the Legends Stats Arms Race. I don't think there's an arms race, is there? Maybe Plebby has an arms race because they're making the Dragon Ball things, but
Pleb is a complicated person, because I had a good conversation with him, but it's like, he always wants, I guess I get him in the sense that he's always trying to probe and test the fucking site. So he's always doing that. I don't know what the fuck the guy's gonna do, but he's gonna do something.
Well, he's like a tyrant character, so...
Let's organize. Who are all the superpowers of the Legend Stats Arms race right now? Let's go through that and let's assess whether or not it's a problem.
Pan.
Yeah, Pan. Well, Pan's been like. Well, the only reason. Okay, let's be fair. The only reason Pan was able to get so much stats was because I told them that they could use like the backlog from all the fucking C boxes that they did when we didn't have any stats. Yeah. So that's basically how they got all their stats. I mean, it's just from them RPing. You know, I can't fault them for just using the RPs that they fucking did when we didn't have any stats. Yeah, you know? Exactly. So that's just what they did. Now, we got... Pan is the strongest person on the site. Second strongest, I would say, is probably Lance. Pan is the strongest person on the site. Then Lance, only because of his 124K word post.
I mean, that's so fucking crazy.
Fucking Rom is probably third strongest. I would probably be fourth after Rom. Then I think it's Corvid after Radazu. And then Shihai after Corvid.
I feel like I should do like a line of cocaine and then like just write like 100,000 words of Moth Violet.
Well, see, that's the thing. The limit is 25 fucking thousand words.
25,500.
It is, yeah. The limit is 25,500 words. So if you go over the net, you might as well fucking contact the goddamn publisher.
Well, they could always just break it up into 25,000 and then they get what they want anyway.
Well, you know what, Ron? How about you do that? You do 100 1,000 word posts, and I'll give you the stats for 1,100 word, 1,000 word posts. If you can do that, you'll get the stats for it.
That's a lot. That's a lot, man. Good for me.
If you can do that, I'll give you the stats.
Probably what's going to happen is I'll be able to keep ROM stats up with most people, but it's going to take me and you to be able to overpower them if we do use our stats. I would just suggest we just do it by plot, but if we have to use stats, then it just depends on what works better. With somebody like Iona, we would probably have to use stats. For somebody like Forte, we probably could just go by story. It just depends. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me, really.
If somebody got a small book of DBZ fan fiction published, then yes, I would probably give them like 100,000 PL just for the pure absurdity. But that's not
of writing a goddamn novel on a fucking Dragon Ball Z role playing site.
right.
If you actually get it published and you can generate some revenue for the site, yeah, I'll give you 1 million PL.
I don't know about it being in Spanish because the thing is, I can't read. I can't read Spanish, so I don't know anything about Dragon Ball.
You'll have to have English translations of it.
Yeah, we ain't Renaissance man over here in America. We don't know how to read fucking Spanish or French.
I can speak a little Espanol, but it's like, you know.
We should just be ignorant.
That's it.
We should just be ignorant as fuck and say like we can't also read British. We can't read any of that shit or Irish. Can't read any of that crazy shit. All right.
I mean, it works because I mean, Irish is a language.
Right.
You know, the Irish works. Do they? I thought Irish text aren't they the same as English?
No, they have old Irish and shit.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know, Irish.
Yeah, you're right. They have old Irish.
Gaelic and shit.
Gaelic.
Or however the fuck you pronounce it. Let's move on to the next topic.
Obviously, we talked about making changes to the item store. I think we already went over that. So.
Yeah.
What are we
Oh
on?
boy, I just saw the script.
We need more. What we need more like horde swarm NPCs. Just kill people.
You need more what?
We need a horde swarm NPC that you can buy that just murders people in swarms. That'd be cool.
I don't think we can do that.
Okay. That'd be fun.
I can come up with some items. That's no big deal.
Yeah. Why not? Don't you want to have a villain that just has a swarm of minions? They're not really strong, but they just can swarm people. That'd be fun. Yeah.
It'd be so annoying to deal with NPC wise, but
Yeah.
If you guys have any fucking ideas for things that you want to see in the item shop or anything like that, things that you think would be useful stats wise or that you would want your character to have personal, just refer, footwear. Yeah, we do need to add something because we do have like a feet slot.
What you need to add is fashion, Blues. Why can't we have like a men's and women's like wardrobe of everything? Like why can't Moth Violet have a scarf with glitter on it?
You want Moth Violet to have a stats related scarf that she can buy from the item shop? All right.
And boots and shit and
You basically want me to add more personal items to the shop.
Yeah, and leggings and all of it, man. All the chick shit and all the guy shit. Like I want a wife beater T-shirt that I can wear, that I could it'll have an extra attack stacks against women. I want that.
Well, okay. All right, I don't know about that one.
Why not? Why not? That's a good one. Like, why can't we have a wife beater?
It's like extra 1% damage against female characters.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention the what Krillin said is that we just need more like things that you could just theme and itemize as you like, because obviously there's a set amount of items, but eventually everyone's gonna have the same items because people are gonna find what's optimal in the shop, because obviously there's things that are not nearly as good in the shop. And I'll just need to fix a lot of the inconsistencies involving the pricing and some of the other random shit with them.
I guess the item should be a give or take. They shouldn't be like one's better than the other. That'd probably be optimal. Yeah, Blues.
Yeah. The item shop has always been something that I was looking to edit. I just needed fucking table code for it. That's literally the only reason why I haven't really done any huge edits to the fucking item shop is because I need some goddamn table code.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to make this. I don't know how to make that shit look good without at least some kind of table code. Because on Zeta boards, it was easy to make the item shop look good because you had some easy table code. But J-Sync doesn't have any fucking table code, so it's like I can't make an item shop that looks organized and good without it looking like total ass.
Right.
Man. Could have like, yeah. Where are the scarves?
So if somebody can find me some good table code or at least some good code to make the shit look good, we can do some. Yeah, we can do some huge edits to the item shop, add more shit, because I have categories of things that I have categories. So, you know, things are categorized. So it's like, you know, we just need to make it look organized and make it look good. Because I don't want just one big post of items, you know, where it doesn't look, you know, we need to make the site look good.
Yeah.
It's good. And that's going to be relevant. I'm going to keep moving on here because I got to go soon. But shipping news. Elijah and Tatsu, how long will it last? Listen, as long as Lance is in existence, every relationship is at stake.
Well, time for
Elijah, I think he's saying he's going to be some competition for you, man.
Everybody wants,
oh shit!
Everybody wants time blues.
Elijah's not perturbed. He's not.
Who's gonna what? Lance wants to date Taitsu now too?
No, I joke around because Blues yesterday called Lance metrosexual, which is fucking hilarious.
Damn.
And he might as well be.
Lance doesn't look metrosexual. He looks like a medieval redhead dude, basically.
He is.
Yeah.
He looks like a aspers that lives in a big city.
Thank you.
He's as anti-metrosexual as you could probably get.
That's what Ron has been saying like for 2 days on chatbox.
Yeah, he looks like aspers, but not.
Rakutu and Moth Violet, will their relationship prevail? Maybe. Probably. I doubt it.
What? Why do you doubt it?
I only doubt it. Because Rakutsu's been really sick of everyone's shit lately in character, and I think that's really funny.
What, out of character?
Yeah.
No, not out of character. In character, he's been like, okay, so this child superhuman resistant shit is only gonna get us in trouble. I'm gonna go talk to Astrid. And this is stupid. We shouldn't be doing this. And Uba's like, you're just like them. Exactly.
Hey man, somebody's gotta fucking resist this metal bastard.
Bastard? He's been so nice to you.
Oh, whatever.
Astrid has not been nice to Oob.
Here's the thing, I think the problem isn't really it's the government that Astrid is like literally responsible for since he puts himself as the head of it.
The problem with Astrid is it has never had like a conclusion or end. It's just been a stalemate, basically. Nobody's been able to make a move one way or another.
Like if the soldiers of the government 15, 14-year-old kids in prison, like if they were terrorists, Astrid is going to be the one to take the blame because he is the president. I mean, that's how it works. I'm sorry. It's just how it works.
Yeah, Astrid, you're a fucking terrorist, basically. Fucking piece of shit. Just like,
Hey man, Goku is scary. And he's very scared of Goku.
Yeah, I play a horrible Goku.
Well, see, Goku's gone. Goku's gone.
Look,
I don't know that.
Look, I
don't.
Bro, I will tell you, Astrid, from the very beginning, I never wanted to play Goku. I wanted to play Vegeta. You know I would have played a good Vegeta.
Oh, it would have been even worse.
No,
it would have been even worse.
Oh, that would have been amazing. That would have been fucking hilarious.
Blues. Well, the problem was Zuka was gonna play Vegeta, and I was gonna play Goku. Then Zuka backed out, and then Blues took Vegeta because I'm like, I told Blues, look at how Pat and Tim did their site. We gotta have a Goku and Vegeta, and we just did it like that. Now, I don't know. I don't think my Goku's that bad, but yeah, I mean he's definitely a deviation from the normal Goku. Now he just doesn't care. He's like, oh, I gotta be in heaven with Chi-Chi. It's like, okay, I can keep my promise now. But he might come back if things get bad enough. But he's only gonna be.
We'll make it bad enough. Don't worry.
He's only gonna be. I mean, he's only gonna really be able to go back to full power Super Saiyan. So he's not like gonna be overpowering like he used to. So that's.
Astrid and Hat. Okay, sorry, we're moving. We're keeping moving because I got stuff to do.
Right.
Canon OC matchups. Astrid / Hat versus Vegeta. That already happened.
Wait, I missed the Taichu and Elijah part. What could you guys say? Just curiosity.
Oh, right.
Will it last?
I said I said it might last, but as long as Lance is in existence, every relationship is at stake.
What?
No, that's all. That's the only bit. It's the only joke I did.
Okay.
Yes. You get nothing. Nothing but sadness.
Yeah, we don't have much to talk about in the first one. I mean, it happened. Or, no, it didn't happen.
Did it?
Actually, no, it was Piccolo that I was thinking about.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I can't really say much because it's all spoilers, so.
Yeah, sure.
Future Trunks versus Caxao. I mean, Caxao wins every day, let me be honest.
Oh, fuck you.
What the fuck?
Fuck you.
How?
What do you mean? He won the last
The only reason he won last time is because we needed somebody to like get fucking mauled in the saga.
How the hell?
And I was like, alright, you know what? FT can go into a coma for a few days.
How the hell does Chick Space Pirate beat Future Trunks with Super Saiyan and shit?
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's the only reason Kaxal won that fight was because we needed somebody to lose the battle on Namek, and it's like, you know what? FT can lose this one.
I am of the belief that Caxao.
Well, then that's your fault, Blues, because you should have made it to where like maybe Future Trunks.
Like a legit match though. I'm pretty sure fucking Future Trunks will win.
Okay. So was like Future Trunks already weakened by that time that he fought Kakusao, or no?
Some shit like that. I don't know. We just made it to where Kaxal. No, you know what? He was fighting Kaksu and Forte's bug person character at the same time, and they were both coming at him.
Yeah.
And they were both coming at him.
Astrid, what's happening with those Castrals? Are they ever coming back, or are they gone?
I mean, I've kind of resided them to like a background thing, but I'm willing to have them around if you ever want them. It's just that like I haven't had any muse to write them, and obviously I had the muse to write for a different character, and I'm gonna move him to space eventually anyway. It's just that I was basically grinding out. We're like, oh man, I need money for a spaceship, and then I realized spaceships are really expensive.
Well, a person like you is the world. I mean, I can imagine.
I didn't realize how expensive I did make the fuck. In relation to how much zenny you earn, I didn't realize how expensive I made the items.
Yeah, we forget how much you like space and world building. So yeah, that probably is kind of your element too. Kind of what we're doing in space. So it kind of makes sense that you would go there eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna have space marines. It's gonna be like fucking. He's gonna create the new Terrans or some shit. And they're gonna attack everybody. Blues.
Lance can't invent anything. He's stupid.
It's gonna be like.
Lance is just Fire Nation.
Yeah,
they're gonna be super tech dark key abyssals that come from space.
God.
Oh Jesus!
They got tech and they got demon key, and they're gonna kill everybody. It's gonna be murder, death.
All right, moving on.
Last one before I go, OOC and Ranters. How to make the site more welcoming? Well, for one, we need a JSync ad, and I did put us up on Discord, and we've gotten a few people, right? They joined, and
like
then
one.
instantly.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
People.
Well, Blues should take the HTML code and start advertising on actual forum sites.
You act like I know how to do fucking HTML.
He doesn't even know how to copy and paste it. God damn it, Blues.
I don't know any of this fucking code shit. I just copy what Heather did.
I think I'll end up making it. Don't worry.
Literally any HTML post I ever did is code that Heather already made and just had on the fucking site. I didn't make any of this code. I didn't get it from any of the sites. It's all Heather did all this shit.
It's as simple as copy and pasting on like a forum post.
Yeah.
Basically.
But yeah, I think all I really need to do is make a JSync ad and then just spend an afternoon. But, you know.
Yeah.
Question
That's
is
solid.
how much forum activity is really left out there. JSync
Yeah.
seems to be the only place where that exists. It's also in places that just like I wouldn't expect it, but either way, that'll
Well,
be
that ties into something else
What?
all right.
in the podcast. But is Forte gonna leave? That's the
I
thing.
am, yeah. I will be stepping out for now.
Okay, so I'm gonna take over the narration.
Go ahead. You guys
Yeah,
have
go
fun.
ahead, man. Alright, later, dude. What's going on, Blues?
All right, DBZ talk. Is the DBZ community too stagnant? Is the lore too convoluted to draw in new people? How can we generate enough interest to be able to draw in new people from outside the DBZ community?
I got the answer. You know what the answer is, Blues? Because this is what I'm going to do with
What?
Zeta. You're going to have to go outside of the DBZ community and start making ads in, like, the... You're going to have to do Naruto. And also fucking One Piece and Fairy Tail. Because there are forum communities where they are active. And Star Wars. Maybe, I don't know if maybe there was an active Dune. You're just gonna have to go out there, man. Really. That's what
I
I'm
think
gonna do.
it's what Krillin said. BBC is basically kind of dead in terms of new material
Yeah.
now. So it's like they are not going. No, new fans are not going to appear, and if they appear, they are not going to go to forums
Yeah.
anymore.
Right.
We're kind of fucked. I mean, to be quite honest. We're dying art unless we innovate and we advertise so well that we are able to keep it alive. But understand the fact that most of these places are gonna die off. So it's really up to us. And being very innovative and persistent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why even with Zeta, I've combined a lot of shit from Fairy Tail and One Piece, but One Piece in space. I'm like, I'm trying to do other shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll be right back.
We'll wait till he gets back to go to the
Okay.
next topic. Yeah, let's see some thoughts. What do you guys think we should do to
I don't think honestly, I don't think personally, I don't want to be pessimistic, but I don't think anything is going to work immensely. Maybe we'll get 5 people at most. If you want, obviously what Krillin said, if you want to keep the format, I mean, it's not going to work. People don't want that anymore.
Right.
Even I am moving from forums. And I have been RPing in forums for like, how old am I? For like 10 years now. And I am moving on from those because they don't exist anymore.
Right. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, the forums are dying. I kind of just brought back Legends because of fucking nostalgia. And just because I wanted to RP and Legends. I wanted to RP DBZ again. So that's why I brought back Legends. And I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe the old crew wants to fucking RP DBZ again. I mean, Legends was never always strictly Dragon Ball Z anyway. So
Yeah.
that's the advantage. That's the advantage we always had. We never were strictly Dragon Ball Z. We always allowed people. If you wanted to do Gundam RP, you can do Gundam. If you want to do if you want to use Naruto face claims, you can use Naruto.
Yeah, I mean basically the way it's looking now is the DBZ community, as far as RPG and the forums, is going to die. But if you can innovate and combine other elements, it might survive, but you're going to be like the rarity. because the common trend is a lot of these DBZ communities are going to die off. It's just inevitable at this point.
And not only the DBC community, we're talking about for all communities.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just forums in general. Yeah.
I mean, unless you can, you can keep people around if you do a lot
But see, the reason why I like forums so much is because that's where when I started RPing, that's when kind of forums started to die. So when I started RPing, it was on the forums, and they were already kind of starting to die. So it was like I kind of got attached to it when they were already on the way out. So that's why I brought back the forum. So if I had started in like Discord or some shit, I probably would be doing Discord RP. But it's like the fact that I started in forum RP and it was already dying. It's like I kind of want to bring it back, but it's like it's never going to be brought back.
I think forums might be able to be brought back, but you're going to have to do it in a very unique way. You're going to have to combine it with new technology like Discord, basically. Like, do it like this.
Yeah, I think we got a good setup right now, and we can attract some people, but I know we're not going to attract the types of numbers that we're trying to look for.
If you want to kind of keep the forums and the Discord, all you got to do is have it like this. To where when you do an RP in Discord at a certain location, it matches it on the forums, and they post the logs on that forum. That's how you can do it. And that's how I'm going to do it on Zeta, so...
Yeah, I mean, we already do that with the C-Box.
But, it's true, though. Like, I mean, the forum community is probably going to... I mean, it's inevitable. It's probably going to die off. But if we make it good enough, if we create a good enough community and a podcast and make it fun, we could create our own
that's what I'm saying. It's like... That's what I'm saying. It's like Legends kind of is a mix of the forum RP and the Discord. We just don't use Discord RP as much because we're all used to forum RP, and we just rather do it in the C-Box and on the forum. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure if we got new people that were used to Discord RP, they would really use the Discord for the RP. It's just we don't use it because we're so used to C-Box and shit. We just use the C-Box.
Yeah, it's more nostalgia, I think, than anything.
We're a community of people that were active in the old days when forum RP was popular and when it was still around and shit, and now we're trying to bring that shit back when it's the community of RPing is mostly on like, for instance, Spanish Gohan, he RP is on Twitter. They RP on Twitter and Facebook and all these other social media sites. So it's like sites dedicated to forums. I mean, sites dedicated to RP aren't really there anymore because you can just do it on fucking social media.
Yeah,
and honestly, nowadays people don't want to work. And in a forum, you have to follow some lore rules.
You gotta follow rules, stats, that type of shit. Even PRP generally has to follow some set of rules. They can't just PRP people can't just do whatever the fuck they want. Even though PRP.
And you have to make applications. Like I have been trying to make the application for Trunks, and I am so fucking lazy for it.
Yeah, it's like you gotta do stuff. You gotta actually put in stuff. As far as like your characters, you gotta do an application. You gotta do it. I mean, I took out the sample RP because it's like nobody does RP enough to do a sample RP these days. So
no, it doesn't even
I realize it's like the sample RP doesn't fucking matter. So yeah, I mean, I've been trying to adapt the forum RP to the changing times to be like, maybe if people don't want to do super high word counts, okay, but then if you don't have super high word counts, then you have people getting power super easy. You have people collecting the Dragon Balls every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of have to do 3,000 words per Dragon Ball just so people won't, try to collect them every day. It's like, oh, you got to do 3,000 words. I'm not going to collect the Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I would do something else. Yeah. So it's like the word counts and all of that other stuff is to kind of make it more like a game, sort of, kind of. You know?
I believe in doing automated actions at this point. That's what I'm going to do on Zeta.
Yeah, if we can have a bot that grades shit, if we can have a bot that goes in and does all that shit, yeah, then fine.
Your character gets a set amount of actions that they can do a week, which doesn't require anything but a summary. And if they're too lazy to do a summary, I don't know what to tell them. But it's like, what? A summary is as easy as like 5,000 words.
Well, see, the summary, the compromise for that here is that you can just record what you do in the C box. You know?
Yeah.
You just record what you. If you can do a 500-word post every day, every now and then. But if you're super active in the C box, you can still get credit for what you do. Whatever you do counts. Because it's still taking place in the C box.
What I think the forum still is good for is recording stuff. But that's basically it at this point. So that's what
forums in my opinion nowadays, forums is good for, like, if you want to do a solo story for your character, okay, that's cool. You can use the forum and you can write out like fucking Forte did with Lance. He wrote a 25,000 word RP for his character that he wanted to do because he's been thinking of that for a while. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to do that, go ahead. But if you don't want to really do that, you don't have to. You don't have to be a forum RPer. You can record all your Discord RPs and you can record all your C-Box RPs and you can still get stats that way. Stats are a fixed system nowadays, but it's like I can probably adapt it to where somebody could probably gain stats just as easily as they could in the C-Box as somebody on the forums that are like grinding out post by post by post. But at the same time, I don't want people to just not use the forums, you know? I do want people to still write. I do want people to still do missions and shit like that. I still want people to use the forums in some way.
You'd have more people doing it if you had more people, basically. More variety.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I actually disagree. More people, new people are not going to make the I mean, because it's not how it works anymore. Like, I personally don't think the forums are going to be active. I am trying to do it, and I will do some posts eventually, but that's not going to make the forums active again. I think forums are there for the people like you and like me, maybe, and
but not for the majority of young people, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I think the forums are good for people who actually use them and like them, but you cannot, like, base your hope on the forums being active.
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying, and I don't want it to make it seem like I'm trying to put all my faith into the forum. Yeah, I know that the forums are never going to be active again like they used to be on, like, even old Legends. Even when old Legends was kind of on the verge of when forum RPs were dying. So it's like, and even then it was still more active on the forum. So I know that new Legends is not going to have that type of activity. But at the same time, I want to still keep it around for people like me, Rom, Pan, because I know Pan still writes on the forum.
Yep.
Corvid writes on, like us. I want to keep the forums for people like us who do actually want to use them. You know, I'm not going to force people to use the forums, but I do want to keep them around just for people like us who do like to write on the forums and who do like to use them.
And to be fair, well, it still seems to be working on Souls and Broken Destiny. Like
exactly, because their community is probably full of people like us who are so used to using forums and shit that they just don't.
So the idea that
do anything else.
The best move right now is kind of like a combination of old school and what Spanish Gohan's talking about. You accept both sides, because then it's like you're
like we could do some like he does Twitter RP. We could do some fucking shit to where we have a Legends Twitter and we just RP there with people who want to RP on
what is
Twitter.
What is the advantage of doing it on Twitter though compared to Discord?
I don't know. People just do it on Twitter because it's there.
Honestly, I just went to Twitter because a friend of mine who is my oldest RP friend from Sevilla was there, and she told me that if we wanted to continue the story we were doing on the forum I met her, I could go to the forums or to Twitter, and then I went and I said that, wow, this is great because there is like a lot of people, like I can have Luke Skywalker RP with Captain Kirk, which could never happen on a forum, you know?
Oh, okay.
So it's like there is a lot of diversity. You can do basically whatever you want. And if someone is an asshole, you can just block him. And so if you know,
That
it's
works.
you. So it's a little uncomfortable to do because if you want to write like long things, it's not the best platform.
Yeah, it's
But
only 230 words, 230 characters.
I think what I like about Twitter is the freedom that gives you to do whatever.
So, Spanish guy, explain this to me. How do you RP on Twitter? You like, is like the beginning tweet setting everything up and then you just RP in the replies or what?
Yeah, and then I mean,
Okay, that's how it is? Okay.
You DM the person you want to play to RP with or something. You just have have people following you, or you follow people of your same or you think could be interesting to RP with. I remember that I roleplayed once. My Luke Skywalker was like the old Luke Skywalker who was a Jedi Master, and I RP'd with a young Luke Skywalker who was going to the dark side, and we fought. And I gave him like a lesson. That was a great RP. And I was RPing with myself, basically.
Nice.
With myself as a character.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
it basically
I mean, yeah.
allows you to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Basically,
Twitter RP.
Basically,
We
Twitter
could- we
RP
could-
is basically like pure RP on Twitter.
It's kind of like a condensed version of the forums.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you can only do, because see, the main problem with me is like I couldn't RP on Twitter because it's only 230 characters. But it's like, you know, if I'm gonna be doing quick RP, if I'm gonna be doing quick
here's the thing,
RPs like that, I would rather do like C boxes.
There is a website that if you write a long post, you put it there, and then it tweets it on a chain of tweets. That's how you do it.
Oh, okay.
So they already found ways around that with that shit. That makes sense.
Okay.
But
So
I mean,
yeah,
I
we could have a Legends Twitter. Shit.
Honestly, if you are going to make a Legends Twitter, don't do it for RP. Make it a legit Twitter. Like, if I go with Gohan and I tweet like, I don't know, fucking Astrid is going rogue. Hashtag take out Astrid or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could do that.
it'd just be basically like a Facebook group for but you know, Facebook's dying, and I already got the fuck off of Facebook.
No, Facebook's not dying. It just has a bunch of fucking old people on it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like me, but I'm
Honestly,
It's like we'll start saying Twitter is dead once a bunch of old people start using Twitter.
Yeah.
honestly, I wouldn't mind starting to RP on Discord. Like, to make it active, I don't care. It's not the first time.
Yeah, Discord is not bad to RP. I'm just so used to RPing on the C box, so I just rather use the C box.
Yeah,
Discord-
If we didn't have a C box, I would use Discord. But since Kiro paid for a C box, and I didn't ask him to pay for a C box, by the way. He paid for one. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just use the C box.
Discord's no different than really, Twitter's kind of the same, except just less characters that you can use for, Discord or whatever, so it's kind of the same kind of setup. Well, except if you use that app, I guess, it kind of makes sense, so it's all good.
But it's usually just like short replies, so
Yeah.
that not a lot of people use that because, as I said, only old people use that app to write long things. The young people just do short and fast.
Makes
foreplay.
sense. Yeah, I mean, Blues, it's just basically you gotta, you can use old school shit, but you gotta adapt to the new times too. The best thing is to use them all. It's basically just use them all. And then, once you get
I just want the forum to be like the main thing that people will see and people will come to. You know, you can be a Twitter RPer, but it's like you can at least come to the forum and if you want to do a character profile, put a character profile on the forum. You don't have to.
Yeah. I think that's the
Yeah.
move now, man, because it's like, basically I think what the problem is, we're in a very, and I don't know if it's ever going to change, but we're basically in a transition period where, like, forums are kind of, they're not over, but most people who RP on the forums are, like, veteran old members, like me, you, and, or, like, even older people, like, say, like, fucking, like, Stoner Piccolo or something. Like, Stoner Piccolo will RP on the forums if he's motivated enough, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just too busy.
Yeah. Shit, I'm too busy. So you and I used to love to do forum posts, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Cooking me some fajitas. I like fajitas.
All right, let's see. What is the next topic? Where is my phone? Because I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. Where is the phone so I can see this?
Ow!
All right. Anime, comic, movie / gaming news.
What's going on in that?
Tenet. Has anybody seen that new movie Tenet by Christopher Nolan?
No.
What the fuck's that about?
I don't fucking know. That's why I'm asking.
Skip.
From what I hear, it's a sci-fi movie about time travel because Christopher Nolan loves doing time travel. So I think it's like, I've heard from reviews, I hear people like the movie for like the effects and all the special effects and all that shit, but it's like the plot is confusing.
I mean, it's a
so
Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a typical Christopher Nolan movie. It's like the plot is confusing, but everything else is pretty good.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So the only Christopher Nolan movies that weren't confusing to follow were the fucking Batman movies.
Yep.
Yeah, the Batman
Those
movies.
were literally the only ones. Every other Christopher Nolan movie is like a fucking science lesson on quantum physics.
What, like, did he make Interstellar, or was that a different director?
Yeah, that was him that made Interstellar.
He made Interstellar? That was a good movie, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was a good movie. It was just fucking confusing as shit.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad movie.
No, it wasn't. Let's see. Number 2, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake. Does anybody have it?
No.
I have it.
I don't.
Of course
I played a Tony Hawk game when I was like 10, and that's about it.
Dun 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 dun. I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. I remember that song from the first Tony Hawk. That's from Goldmember, right?
That's from, I don't know, but the first Tony Hawk game was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, and they made a remake of it, so if you want to get it, you can get it and relive your childhood.
But with modern graphics, basically, right?
Yeah, modern graphics, pretty much the same controls, I've just updated for PS4. It's $40. I mean, you know what? $40 is a good ass fucking price these days because most games are fucking $60. So you know what? Good on them for making the game cheaper.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy how expensive games are now, man.
Yeah, games are fucking expensive as shit, and I hate myself for buying so many because they're so expensive.
Yeah, $60 ain't no joke. Like, it used to be like, you could get a game for like
Dude,
$30.
bro, they have some Call of Duty games that are like $100 fucking dollars, dude.
Are you serious?
Like
really?
the premium edition with all the fucking skins and the exclusive gun packs, all that stupid shit.
So
it's like all $100.
It's
Maybe like some new maps.
Not only is gaming not a nerdy thing anymore, it's becoming kind of an elite thing where you're like, you gotta have money. You gotta have money.
Not even. It's just so commercialized. But yeah, it's like for those type of games, yeah, it's like pay to win. It's like if you don't have money, you can't get the best shit. Whoever has the most money can get the best
like,
shit.
Dude,
it's like,
I know people who do the pay to win the games. It's like, what's the fucking point of that? Because you have to have money. Like the whole point of games was skill. You know, like you could be anybody. You could be a nobody.
Well, that's the thing. You can be a nobody, and if you have some money, you can fucking buy your way to the top.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I play a game called Apex Legends. It's one of these battle royales like fucking Fortnite or whatever, right? I play Apex Legends, and this game is so full of fucking esports try-hard ass motherfuckers that just sit on this game all day and play. Some people have like 10,000 kills, fucking 1,500 games won. I'm like, bro, the game ain't even been out that long for you to have that many games won. Like, what? Hey, how do you have all these stats? And it's because they pay to get all the best guns and get the battle passes and shit, and they can get all the best shit. Gaming has become too commercialized.
Yeah, it seems like it, man, because that's ridiculous. Like, it's one thing if you grind and get your stats, that's cool because you put in the time. But if you pay, it defeats the purpose to me. But that's the old school gamer talking. I guess the new school gamer, they just buy all the shit.
Yeah.
So basically,
we'll see. The old school gamer didn't have the ability to buy all the shit. You had to fucking earn it in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Or you had to learn.
Now they're giving you the ability. They're giving you the ability to literally bypass the game just to get to the end and get better shit in the multiplayer. It's like, what's the point of even buying the single player experience if all I'm buying the game for is multiplayer? You might as well just sell me a Call of Duty game that's free to play and is multiplayer than having me spend $60 on a shit Call of Duty game that got a fucking shit story mode
eventually,
and nothing else besides multiplayer.
I think eventually that'll get too old. It'll get too overplayed, and people will get tired of that. So
well, see, that's the thing. Call of Duty gets away on the fact that we have a bunch of fucking American shitheads that are like, yeah, an American #1. I play Call of Duty no matter what.
He's right.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is my game. Because it's like you gotta think about it. Since gaming is no longer a nerdy thing, you have a lot of normies that play shit like Madden and NBA 2K and all these fucking cookie cutter ass games that don't do shit
and they're
with their gaming.
They're just basic bitches. They don't.
Yeah, they're the ones fueling this monopoly on the gaming industry because they're the ones who eat this shit up. The people that buy FIFA every fucking year, you know what I'm saying? It's like every FIFA game is the same. I could play the PES soccer game, Pro Evolution Soccer, and get the same experience that I would from FIFA for like half the fucking price. But you know what? Since FIFA is a brand name and EA owns it, they have a monopoly on the soccer games.
Yeah.
I can't play another football game besides Madden because EA is the only person that's making football games.
Well, exactly. That's called a monopoly. Because could you imagine if anybody could just make a football game? Like, dude, I'm sure there's some bumfuck person in like Colorado who would just create a.
And that's the thing. You can make a football game, but you can't use no real teams because the EA has a official license with the NFL and shit. So you can't use no real teams, can't use no real players, no jerseys, no shit like that. So you basically just making a run-of-the-mill shit football game.
That's when the ghost of Karl Marx will come up to you and be like, "This is where monopoly kills innovation." And creativity, basically.
Yeah, and it's like shit, and we're still trying to debate whether or not video games are fucking art. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you got motherfuckers like EA over here monopolize. Well, a lot of people don't think it is. I mean, well, a lot of the new generation, of course, would say video games are art, but you still have a large portion of the population that just think video games are just shit kids play. You still have that population out there that's still living today.
Entire generations of people who've been inspired by video games, like it's definitely fucking art. Like you can't even.
Exactly.
If you don't
our generation,
Yeah, if you don't
just look at Forte. The whole reason he wrote that fucking 24,000 word RP is because he played this goddamn samurai game all fucking day. Yeah. So literally, a video game inspired somebody to make some fucking art.
I'm sure if I watch, because after I'm done watching Gokudu, I'm going to watch Konosuba. I think that'll inspire me to play. I mean, it'll inspire me to write more because it'll just give me more ideas. Because I really
Yeah.
want.
So, but the thing about it is, it sucks because you have people, you have companies like EA and Activision and all these other fucking companies that have a monopoly on shit in the game industry. And you just can't do anything about it because they've been that way for years.
Alright. Yeah, that's
And
true.
they're barely skirting the line of antitrust laws. You know what I'm saying? Because you have so many different game companies nowadays. You know, the video game industry is such a it's so non-policed. You know, we had literal damn near casinos in like Star Wars Battlefront 2 before they eventually patched it and made it a good game. You know, people literally had to grind like 40 hours or some shit to get Darth Vader. Or you could just pay to get the deluxe edition for like extra $30, and then Darth Vader will be unlocked instantly. You know, it's like those type of tactics are what make people think video games are fucking bad. You know, you get boomers, you get boomers finding out about that type of shit, and they're like, "You see, video games are predatory." You know,
Yeah.
video games are predatory, and they're poisoning our youth. But it's like, it's your stupid neoliberal companies that are doing that to these fucking kids, not us.
It's time
Not
for
the
you.
gamers.
It's time for you Blues to do a painful scenario. So now we're going to painful scenarios. And now
We didn't make any painful scenarios, so we're skipping that part.
no, I got one for you. So this is what you
What?
gotta do. This is what you gotta do.
What's the painful scenario?
This is the painful scenario. So you gotta be Taitsu, and now you got to go. You have to go, for some reason, you have to go back in time and do what Future Trunks did, your father did. So you start, and you have to take, I guess you can take Elijah with you. So you take Elijah with you, and you got to go back, and you got to fight Mecha Frieza. So take it away. This isn't even a painful scenario. It's just a scenario I'm giving you.
Okay.
So go.
I could make that a mission for the Time Patrol.
You can make that a mission for the Time Patrol. Well, go ahead.
Where you can go back in time and go kill Mecha Frieza.
Well, tell me what you're gonna do. So you got to fight Mecha Frieza and say you're
What the fuck?
You're not as strong.
What the fuck you mean?
You're
You
not.
fight Mecha Frieza. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
but you're not as strong as Future Trunks. So this is gonna be an actual real fight, and
What do you mean?
you gotta fight him.
Taitsu is a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, but say your Super Saiyan's weaker, so than Future Trunks.
What the fuck do you mean?
Okay,
Because
what are we talking about
Because
now?
you remember how Goku was fighting Frieza and they were kind of matched? Well, say that Taitsu's at the same level as Goku fighting Frieza, but this is Mecha Frieza, which is a little stronger. So tell me how
Mecha Frieza wasn't stronger than regular Frieza?
I thought he was. Like, I thought the power...
No.
Are you sure? Can you
I'm
check
pretty
that?
sure. I'm pretty fucking certain that Mecha Frieza wasn't stronger than full form, final form Frieza.
Well, regardless of that, say that he is. So how are you in a... what character does Elijah play that Taitsu always interacts with?
Elijah.
Elijah. It is Elijah. So say you two have to go back and you have to fight Mecha Frieza. You have to fight Mecha Frieza and King Cold, and they're stronger than you. Tell me how you're gonna work that. That's your painful scenario for the day. I want to hear it.
Okay, so Taitsu and Elijah have to fight Mecha Frieza and King Cold.
Yeah, they go back in time, and they got the Z Warriors to help them from that time period. So they go back in time. They have to do what Future Trunks did and defeat him. So how are they gonna do it? Well,
the easy way is to use Taitsu's anti-Maverick items to fuck up Mecha Frieza, because he's part robot.
So he has magic. He's gonna use like magic to defeat him, or he just has...
No. Taitsu developed technology to be able to fight the Mavericks in her timeline.
Oh.
So she would just use that against Mecha Frieza.
And then between the both, I mean, honestly, one of them could is probably easily defeat King Kong. Like, Taichu is a Super Saiyan, and Elijah is Super Saiyan level 2. His first transformation worked out already. So...
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, so...
No, it's not over yet. So what if Mecha Frieza and King Cold are 2 times as strong as they were? So now they're 2 times as strong.
You can't just keep changing up the scenario.
No, because it is the same scenario.
No, but you're changing it up. But what if she's weaker? What if he's stronger?
Fine. Then this is it.
What if he's weaker? But what if he's 10 times stronger though?
Okay,
it's
then
like you can't just keep changing
this is the next painful scenario. So Taitsu is
Alright.
So this is what happened: is Thanos is about to destroy Taitsu, and Elijah has to give his last words, and it has to be romantic as fuck, to where it's gonna make Heather like cry. So it's got to be good. So your last words to Taitsu. Last words. She's about to be destroyed forever.
I mean, for that one, you have to give me time to think. That's not something I can come up with immediately. I'm Spanish. Come on.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. It's more of a thing.
Yeah, he's gonna like, even though Thanos is choking him, Elijah's gonna go do like a romantic speech.
Well,
He's gonna be like choking on his own blood. He's gonna manage to choke out one speech.
He's probably, honestly, the most romantic thing a Draconian can do is, actually, I think that were Bran's last words to Santhe when he died. To tell, you smell so good.
Oh yeah, because they have the smell.
Yep. That's probably
They have this. They got the sniff.
The sniffs. That came out. I wasn't expecting that.
But honestly, the thing is, I already did it with Bran. Like, when Bran died, that was the last thing he said to Santhe.
The screwdriver on that is the same size as this. It's not that small.
We're trying to open the thing for the scale.
You're trying to open the thing for the what?
The scale to remove that.
Anyway, I think I'm going to go for now. I will be around because I really want to roleplay today in Chatbox. So if some of you want to do something with like Serora, Ub, and Gohan and start training or anything, hit me up.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I'll be in there in a little bit. So if you're still around, we'll do it. We'll message you.
I'll be around.
All right,
At
man.
me.
Yeah, well,
I see, man.
I'll just message you. So it'll be cool.
All
right, man. So now I'm gonna give you one more painful scenario, Blues, that you're gonna have to do.
Oh shit! Here we go. Here we fucking go.
This is gonna be an actual painful one. All right. So
here we go.
So you gotta what you gotta do.
What?
Is you're gonna have to play Moth Violet, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna have to do her. You're gonna have to figure out a strategy of what you know about her to defeat Oob in a battle. You gotta defeat your own character. It's gonna be fun.
Hold on a second.
The fajitas are almost done.
Okay, so what do you want me to do now?
You have to. So in this painful scenario, you have to play Moth Violet, and you got to figure out how to defeat Oob, knowing what you do about Moth Violet capabilities, and how to defeat Oob.
But I would know how to defeat my own character, you idiot.
That's why it's so painful. Figure it out. Just be creative.
What do you mean? I would already know how to do it.
Okay, then say how you would do it, but make it interesting.
What? Shit, just have more fucking stamina, I guess. I don't fucking know. You just... Moth Violet wouldn't beat Oob.
She did beat Oob before.
Barely.
Whatever, you know she did. She outsmarted him. Moth Violet can beat Oob if she outsmarts him. It's not really gonna be she's not really gonna overpower the guy. Just the same problem with Rikutsu. Oob's big advantage over Moth Violet is he has a huge power pool of power. Rikutsu's big advantage is he's just tougher. Because Rikutsu's just a fucking tough guy.
Yeah, because Rikutsu doesn't use ki, does he?
Not really. He's just very tough because his grandfather beat the shit out of him. So Moth Violet has to use her brains usually to beat these two. Now she
But you can't. But you
No.
can't. But you can't.
She can. She just has to be smart about it. I mean, she's technically based off a magical girl, so she's not supposed to be built to overpower people with bronze. She has to use her brains, kinda. I'm not saying that all magical girls have to be like that. She's technically not a magical girl, but because she was so mistaken for one, she has the same qualities, you know? So it makes sense. And
No, Moth Violet barely beat Oob at one time.
And the other advantage she has is because she's smaller and scrawnier than like buff dudes. She's a lot faster.
But that doesn't mean anything when both characters can go super speed.
Well, it does because she can use
Physical advantage means nothing when both of them are being amplified by ki.
You could technically
You take look. You take a 300-pound dude and you take a 110-pound woman, and if they both have the same like pool of ki, it won't matter. This 300-pound dude will move at the same speed that this 110-pound woman because they're both being amplified by ki.
No, he won't, because you're not thinking of it all. Because look, if
Broly was just as
No. Look at it like this. So if you got a buff guy fighting a really small girl.
What do you need these for?
It's for the scale.
Who's trying to use the scale?
I am. The batteries don't work. We don't have batteries like that, so. I said those are.
Oh my god. I know what kind of batteries they are.
Blues Clues.
So you want me to go to the store right now?
Blues is solving the battery problem, people.
Oh,
Take note.
Alright. Man, you better be glad I got this shit on mobile, bro.
Everybody's enjoying it. Everybody's enjoying your pain.
I'm sure.
It's good content.
I'm fairly certain.
This is what we call entertainment. You suffer.
I'm going to Family Dollar.
He's going to family.
Family Dollar got batteries. Mama, everybody, I'm going to Family Dollar. Where the money at?
If you want Family Dollar, you pay for it. I don't want to pay Family Dollar price
What you talking about? Walgreens is more expensive.
for batteries.
For everything. What are you talking about?
Okay, you're going to end up calling me, telling me, Family Dollar don't have them, I'm going to Walgreens. What?
Oh my god.
Get my check card. My time card.
You have to edit this part out.
We'll make sure to do that. I'm not guaranteeing it, but we'll try.
While you're there, also buy me,
This is like advanced podcasting where we cut shit out.
Alright.
I'm making fajitas right now. So, Blues.
What?
I don't even want to ask anymore. You're just now. You're not in the. Yeah. So no, you don't. Like if they have the same power, right? If somebody's smaller, they can move faster with less energy because they're more aerodynamic. Oh, you're cutting out, bro. You might have to come in the chat again, unless I'm out of it.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so if that argument was valid, Broly would be slower than the other three Saiyans, but since he wasn't, mass doesn't play anything into ki.
I think it was because he was stronger than them, just off the bat, right? He was stronger than all of them because he was a legendary Super Saiyan, so it kind of does make sense.
Well, just because you're stronger doesn't mean you're faster, though.
A little bit because you have
It's the fact that they all using ki. Now, say for instance, if they wasn't using ki, then they probably move it to like one would move faster than the other because they're not using ki and they're just using their own body weight and shit. But since they're using ki, they would both be using super speed unless one is using more of their ki than the other.
It's more of the fact.
Okay,
that
you can say, all right, yeah, I'd probably be slower.
No,
just based off the fact that.
Think of it like this. Think of it like this. Think of it like.
What the fuck is this motherfucker? God. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna mute myself real quick while I go in the store.
All right. Oh.
So just ramble till I get back.
All right, I will. So Blues is going right now, and so we're entering the cool part of the podcast. Oh boy, let's see what we got left. Anime comics, we already did all that shit. Normie news: Trump, Kim Jong-un letters provide window into special relationship. I'll get the fuck out of here. That's just like Russiagate. We're skipping that. Like that's for Nether Ape motherfuckers who just believe anything that. Oh! What? Donald Trump has a special relationship with why? Because he's trying to make peace? Oh, God. That's such a horrible thing. Okay. 13-year-old boy with autism shot several times by police. I think I remember this one. Let's go to this one real quick. We'll talk about this one real quick. Yeah, just fucking go there. Jesus. Fuck. Hold on for a minute. Gotta pull this one up. Oh, okay, it's just gonna go to that. That's nice. You would think that it would just, if you copy this and just put it in the chat. Fuck. Control V. Oh, there we go. Police shoot 13-year-old boy with autism several times after mother calls for help. I mean, what do you expect these days, man? Like, what else? What the fuck you want me to tell you? That that the police are the good guys in this situation? Like, dude, I mean, they're killing people for all sorts of stupid reasons. Like, sometimes it's warranted. Like, if you come at a police officer with a knife or something, I mean, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? But I mean, it's just a thing with the police in this country. The reason they're able to get away with it is because they have like judicial immunity. They do in most places in America. And you know, they might get fired or whatever, but that doesn't mean anything. They still get retirement and all that bullshit. So I mean, like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, I mean, at this point, it's the same thing as getting shocked at like that the government's corrupt, or the fact that Trump and Biden are both pieces of shit. Like, I mean, it's basic bitch shit at this point. Like, how can you even get shocked at the... You know, I blame Blues for posting this shit, because, I mean, you can't... Like, I mean, it maybe to the audience it shocks them, but to me it's like, I mean, where the fuck have you been? Like, yeah, this happens all the time. This is America. The police can shoot you and get away with it, and there's no consequence.
It's fucking Normie News!
Yeah, it is.
It's in the title, you bitch! Normie News!
I still blame you.
You're misunderstanding. It ain't news for us, you bitch!
Oh, it's for the The regular.
It's news for the audience.
Oh.
Yes, for the regular people that have a 1% chance of listening to this podcast. Yes, it's
Yeah.
for them. It's news for them.
Oh, okay. Well,
this is the normie news.
This is shocking. This is
We're
shocking
supposed to act like we're shocked and fucking distressed and shit. We're supposed to act like we're in a state of fear.
I am
it's to add to the fucking pizzazz.
Yeah,
God damn it.
I am shocked.
You over here talking about, man, this ain't news to me, bro. I'm not shocked, buddy. Man, you gotta add to the goddamn theatrics, bro. Shit. You talking about you want to expand this goddamn podcast and shit, but you talking about, man, this ain't news to me, bro. I heard about this shit yesterday, bro. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man. You supposed to at least act shocked. Shit.
Oh, I'm acting shocked right now. I'm helping. Oh man, this.
No, you shocked because you just not finding out that it's normie news and not news for us. It's not normie news. It's not normie news for us, Rom. It's normie news for normies.
Okay. Well, yeah, I am very shocked and offended by this.
So redo this. Go back to the normie news. Report on it like you're a fucking actual podcaster. I'll be right back.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, let me tell you a story.
Go back to the Trump Kim Jong-un shit, cause normie niggas want to hear that shit. Go on, I'll be right back.
Oh fuck. Really? You want to go back all the way to that? Okay. Alright, we'll go back to that. Oh man, this is gonna be hilarious. Let me see, the podcast script. Trump and Kim Jong-un letters provide window into special relationship. Oh man, I am shocked and appalled by this. Let's find out what's going on with it. Let's see. Oh boy, look at that page. Just Trump's out of control, man. Look at that image. He's just, who knows what that guy's gonna do. Let's see. Trump has described them as love letters. First of all, this is CNN, so who the fuck believes what they say? So, going into that though as a normie, let's see. Trump has described them as love letters. So basically, this whole article is what they're saying is that they have some kind of special relationship, and so that's supposed to make you fear Trump. Like, what CNN is going on about is that they're gonna have like a makeout session, and they're gonna, basically the North Koreans are gonna have some kind of special fucking relationship to where, I mean, where does this article even go? Like, I mean, who cares? Look, if they have a special relationship and it stops like a war or something, isn't that better than like a whole bunch of people dying? So, first of all, CNN is full of shit. Who gives, like, it should be like a plus that the president, it should be a plus that the president's formed special relationships with dangerous people who could kill a lot of people. Besides going to war, because we've seen what war has done to Iraq and Yemen and all these places. Nothing good has happened. And so, this is basically CNN being disingenuous. They're like, oh, well, Trump should be all mean and shit. He should go to war with him or some shit. And these are supposed to be the Democrats. They're supposed to be like the peaceful. This is why I hate both parties. It's honestly it is. I think a lot of people mistake me for being like right wing when I'm not. I'm more actually to the left of most of these fucking so-called politicians and all that shit. Like, it's just bullshit. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I mean, if you believe the Russia Gate or Kim Gate or North Korean Gate, you're a fucking dupe. You deserve to be tricked. Like, I really do hope, like, the next housing crisis, you lose your home and you jump off a fucking bridge. Like, some people deserve to get scammed in this country. They really do. I mean, I know that's not the most empowering shit you're gonna hear, on a DBZ RPG podcast that's supposed to be about anime. I might have just made somebody feel bad about themselves, and I don't really feel bad about it, because I make people feel bad about themselves on the site, and they deserve it. What I'm trying to do, what people don't realize what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to elevate people. And to elevate them, sometimes you have to hurt them and destroy them as people. But it's a noble cause. People just don't get it. They don't get what I'm trying to do for them. So we're moving on. We're moving on to the next topic because this is bullshit. And I don't know what else to say to this. Like, I mean, I could lie to them and be like, hey, you know, this is bad, but I mean, who gives a fuck? This is so like, it's like abyssal, nether ape level shit. We're going on to the 13-year-old. So, you know, this is a tragedy, folks. Like, I'm not, you know, I don't say tragedy a lot you know, as a person, but this is pretty tragic. The 13-year-old who with autism got shot by police. Now, who knows why this has happened? You know, you could say it went this way, it went that way. But let's look at the facts before we judge. And it says, can we get to the fucking point? Like, where's the point to this? Let's see. Bad separation anxiety. I said he's unarmed. He doesn't have anything. He just gets mad and he starts yelling and screaming. She said he's a kid. He's trying to get attention. He doesn't know how to regulate. She added they supposed to come out and be able to de-escalate a situation in the most minimal force possible. Instead, she said the two officers went through the front door of the home and in less than 5 minutes were yelling and get down on the ground before firing several shots. He's a small child, she said. Why didn't you just tackle him? He's a baby. He has mental issues. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Blues wants me to give me the normie hots perspective. I mean, if you want the normie hots perspective, I'd be like, well, I guess we don't know what happened. It's going to be a mystery. I guess the police, you know, maybe that's why you shouldn't let your, I mean, maybe you should just you should take more control over your kids. That's the normie answer. My answer is that the police are fucking idiots. They're barely trained, and most of them are fucking goons. These are the people in high school. I mean, shit, I got bullied. Blues got kind of bullied or somewhat bullied in high school. And it's like we didn't decide to become police officers and fuck with people just because we have some kind of one of those mental complexes or some shit. But some people do. They get in a uniform and they think they're like gods and they can fuck with people. And they're like, oh, it's my turn. It's my turn to fuck with people. You know, this is what they do. They kill mentally challenged people because they won't listen to them. And these people don't know how to fucking react to that. I mean, what do you expect? Why do you... you know, this is what I tell people who don't understand why people are rioting and shit. It's like... what do you expect people to do when an organization keeps killing people in your community for really no fucking reason? You could say, oh, well, they were resisting arrest, but like, if your first reaction to a conflict is to shoot somebody, that might be a fucking problem, especially if you're given as much power as a police officer. So, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know, these people who defend the police officers, I mean, they're bootlickers to me. I mean, what do you want me to say? You want me to say, oh, well, you know, some people had it coming. Well, some people do. If you shoot at a police officer, or you try to stab him or do something stupid, I mean, yeah, you're going to get shot and killed, but... what? You're an autistic kid who threw a fit and you get shot. Like, how is it that in this country that every situation involving the police could end up with you getting shot and killed? Like, how is that even a thing? And people defend this shit. It's fucking retarded. So, what the fuck? Who the fuck is that? Zuka. I had Fiend show up on Legends looking for Mothra. He learned some sad news. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's dead right now. Yeah, she is dead and is in hell hitting with Moth Yokai to Demon World for the final battle with Dabura. Bro. So I'm gonna assume Zuka's Fiend's gonna head there. So he didn't get all the news, but whatever. So, going back to normie news. Oh, you don't get that extra credit shit where it was, our peers call me up and they shoot the shit. I'm doing big shit. Big shit. Let's see. Austrian citizens getting American coronavirus stimulus checks. Yeah, I heard something about this where like Europeans are getting stimulus checks and I don't know why. I guess we're gonna find out. I just told Zuka there's going to be a big event going on in Demon Realm soon. People don't even know, man. That's where it's going to get real. Especially if Fiend shows up. Can we get to the fucking point? Oh, so basically it's just people who worked in the U.S. and then they left and then they're getting temporary checks. Okay. Alright, we solved that fucking mystery. Let's go move on. U.S. deploys troops to Lithuania over tensions in Eastern Europe. Yeah, I can already tell you about that. There's basically... The U.S. is building up troops in like Lithuania, Romania, all those places because of Putin's Russia. They don't like Putin. You know they don't like Putin. They always talk about Putin. So even though we outspend the Russians like 5-3 fucking many times over in military spending, we feel the need to provoke them and attack them and shit. So, enjoy that shit. Enjoy the fact that one day you could wake up and we could just all get nuked. That would be fun. It'd be like Terminator. So that concludes Normie News. I hope you enjoyed. I really put a lot of effort into that. Like, I want to educate the people. But to educate them properly, I gotta get you guys on my doomer level. That's why I'm not going so deep into it, because I'm giving you the hot take. You need to take away from it. You don't need any more information about it. Like if you don't believe me, look up a stat that shows the military spending of Russia and look at the military spending of America and the difference. You tell me if Russia's a real threat to America. They're not. I know Blue said earlier, like, oh man, the Russians, they can invade America and they can do it. That's wrong. That's just wrong. I went along with it because of the show, but it's absolutely wrong. There's no way. They don't even have the logistics to invade America. They're coming from a guy who used to be in the military, so he knows about logistics. But it's a cool idea. Who doesn't like Red Dawn? But it's whatever. So I think that's about it for the podcast. I don't think we have anything else to cover. The only big thing right now is the big mystery of the day is Zuka gonna come back to Legends as Fiend? He's looking for Moth Violet. So that's gonna be interesting in a lot of ways, because Fiend was the one who kind of guided Moth Violet to figuring out that she was the reincarnation of Moth Yokai, which is a demon lord. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like, listen, folks. Like, if you don't know what we're talking about, I mean, what are you doing? Like, you go, if this is like, say, in 2025, go back and read the lore. Figure it out. And if you're a present viewer and you're not actually RPing on the site, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Get on the site. Like, you don't even have to be that good. We're not looking for the best people. Like, look at the fucking circus show of people we got right now. It's not the best. It's like what Trump says. They're not sending us the best people. Some of them are scumbags and rapists, but I assume some of them are good people. I do. Like, I like Blues. He's a good guy. Some of them, you know, you might want to run them over with your car or execute them behind an alley, but, like, listen. It's not all of them. Some of them are good people. So, you gotta take what you can get, I think. I think that's where I'm going with this.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
What happened?
So, okay, alright, let me explain to you why the fuck it took me so long to get out the goddamn store just now. Let me get in my car so I can be private.
Alright.
And yell at the world.
Yell at the
Alright.
world.
So, I come into the fucking line, right? It's one motherfucker in front of me. Why is this motherfucker trying to get $10 cash back when he only got $10.49 on his fucking card? Ain't nothing in this fucking store costs 49 fucking cents, nigga. If you only got $10.49 and you want to get $10 cash back, you can't, motherfucker. Cause don't nothing in this goddamn store cost 49 fucking cents.
I love hood economics. It's like, listen, what can I get for 45 cents? It's like that's hood economics for you. It's like, can I get this Fifth Avenue candy bar?
And then it's fucking Walgreens. What Walgreens do you know have anything in their goddamn store under $1?
I want to know why you're even going to get batteries in the first place. That's what interests me.
Because my sister wants to start using the fucking scale.
Why do you do these things for your relatives? Can't you just say no?
Because she can't fucking drive!
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're a good brother.
20.
Well, I guess you're a good brother. You could just say no.
They gonna be shit out of luck when I'm gone.
Why don't you just tell your relatives no?
I don't have a choice.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna fucking bug me about it all day, or do something else to piss me off, and it'll be like, oh, you could have went earlier, but you didn't want to. But it's like, motherfucker, I was chilling. But nah, now you gotta make me go to fucking Walgreens, because all of a sudden you want to start going on a fucking diet.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you want to start doing calisthenics at home, walking around the fucking house for 20 minutes a day.
I advocate for you to cancel some of your family members and not be a good brother. That's the move. It's like you.
You know how much I want to be an asshole, bro? Do you know how much I want to be a dick? Do you know how much I want to be that guy?
Yeah, you gotta get away from all that shit, bro. Like, you really do.
That's why I take it out on you guys.
Oh, okay. Well, I like being your, like, punching bag, emotional punching bag. That, you know, I feel Blues, this is abusive relationship you have with me. You're just taking all your anger out on me. This isn't friendship.
It's not abusive. It's not abusive if you don't feel pain.
That is true. I don't feel anything. You know.
Yeah, you're emotionally numb.
Yeah. That's why
you're so far down the doomer path that you no longer feel.
Yeah. That's why
you're just a husk of a man.
That's why when I tell like Forte we can be friends now, he doesn't even like register to him. He just doesn't care. It's like
Yeah, because something like that coming out of you is unfathomable.
well, and plus he's just like he still has hope and shit. Like, I mean, but I even said it's like it's gonna be in cycles. Like, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna piss me off with some kind of. He's gonna do like some gay robot shit, and I'll be like, no, this is not the way.
All right, hold on a second.
All right.
See your batteries.
Blue saves the day again. What? This guy is saving the fucking world one battery at a time. He's like the Energizer Bunny if he was black. So, you know, you gotta roll with it. He's saving shit. It's amazing. I'm proud of him. I don't know if you guys are, you know, the audience, but you know, I mean, fucking who else would go out during a podcast, right? And he's the host. And instead of actually focus on the podcast, instead of focusing on the podcast, he's gonna go out and get batteries at a Walgreens. And not only does he go out and get the batteries, but he comes back driving and ranting about it. And like, that's dedication. You're not dealing with an average fucking podcaster here, folks. This is like he's a super podcaster. Now you can say the same thing about me, like, oh Ron, well you're cooking fajitas while this was happening. And I'm like, look, I got needs too. I need food.
You're not leaving your house.
Yeah.
You're not leaving your house though, fucker.
I need tortillas and cheese.
But listen.
And eggs.
What other topics do we got on the podcast?
We're done. We're done. We can end this anytime. You got any last words? You got any advice for the audience? Give some advice to the audience.
We can end the podcast, but this is a good day for a fucking chat.
Yeah, we're gonna keep chatting then after the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Okay. Last topic I want to talk about.
You need it.
Are movie theaters ever gonna come back?
If they're, I don't know, man, because they were shitty even before this stuff. They're too expensive. They'll come back if they're less expensive and they're more accommodating. That's the only way I see it.
Do you think drive-in movies could make a comeback?
I mean, for a while, but why dude, like, listen, dude. If I had, like, a girl or a spouse with me and I'm like, listen, why the fuck do you want to go drive to a movie theater and hang out in the car when we could, it's so cheap to buy a big-ass screen TV. We could watch it here at home. Like, that's the fucking
who the fuck wants to stay at the goddamn house all day?
Hey, man, I'm saying that's the move now, because, like, service...
I want to stay at home and watch Netflix like a bitch.
The service...
Instead of going out and fuck Netflix, bro. Netflix is the reason we don't got Blockbuster no more.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. I'm not going to watch a fucking movie in a car. Like, that's so fucking...
Why not?
Because it's more comfortable and accommodating at home.
You're just lazy.
No, I'm not lazy. It's just better. It's just a better option.
How is it better watching a movie at your house when you got a big ass fucking screen to watch it on at the movie theater, plus that good ass movie theater popcorn?
It's not a movie theater popcorn if you're in your car. Make your own.
Well, you can get movie theater popcorn at the drive-in theater.
Drive-through theaters ain't coming back, Blues. You just have a weird nostalgia for things that are beyond your age from back in the past.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. They ain't coming back.
Man, it would have been fucking dope to have a drive-in movie. I always wanted to go to one of those.
You think it's good. You haven't even been to one, so how do you even know it's good? Goddamn Blues. See, this is...
I want to go to one.
But if you have never been to one, you can't say that it's good or bad. You don't...
I think it'd be cool to go to a drive-in movie.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool for the first time, but after you get over the aura of it being good or bad, it's gonna... I'm telling you, it's not gonna be as good as just chilling at home. Home is overrated. Like, this is what the COVID-19 shit...
Exactly why I want to go to a drive-in movie.
I mean, no, it's underrated. Sorry, I meant underrated.
Oh, you fucker. Nah, don't roll it back now, bitch.
Home is underrated. That's what we've learned from the coronavirus. Like, because the service industry's just gone to shit. Like, you can barely get anything. It takes forever. Like, nobody's, I mean, I can't even blame them because, look, like, the people in fast food and all that shit right now, they're going through hell. I get it. But it just makes me...
They've been going through hell, and this is just more hell.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't even really want to go out. Like, I'd rather cook my own food now. Because it's like, they get the orders wrong, and I'm too lazy to go in there. I don't fucking want to deal with that shit. So, it's just better, I'll just cook my own food. It's no big fucking deal, man. It's just like, fuck it. I'm an introvert anyways. I like being at home.
Fuck being at the house.
You know what, Blues? You're just being mean right now,
You know what? I'd probably like being at the house if it wasn't two other motherfuckers here annoying me every goddamn second of the fucking day.
See, man, that's your problem. I got my whole house to myself. You gotta deal... Like, dude, I'm telling you, if you're the type of person that you describe yourself as, if you had your own place, you would never leave. Because it'd be the only place you could just be yourself. So don't even go there. So...
Oh, yeah.
So folks...
If I had my own place.
Yeah.
If I had my own place, but I don't have my fucking own place right now.
The lesson to learn here, folks, is that Blues is just being salty right now. He's angry. He's not
happy. Dog. She in a cage.
Folks, you gotta learn that Blues hasn't experienced the finer things of life, like having his own apartment, or what was the other thing, or even going to a drive-in movie theater, or this is the thing. Blues would appreciate watching movies at home if he could watch them by himself, and he couldn't get bothered. Or he could just have a girl over, and it was just...
I mean, I can watch it on the fucking lap. I can watch it on the goddamn computer, but it's like, what the fuck am I going to do watching it on a goddamn computer?
Yeah, like, I mean, but if you had your own place, you could watch a movie and have a girl, like, half naked on you watching it. Knowing that you're gonna get some later, like, right after. Like, there is no drive home. Like, it's gonna happen, like... It could happen during the movie. You could just be like, you know what? I'm done with the movie. Let's go to the good stuff. See? You see how staying at home gets a lot better when you have your own place. So it kind of takes out all the extra bullshit of life. So literally, Blues is eating like hot Cheetos on the podcast.
Doritos. Thank you very much.
We're advertising Doritos here. If you're not eating Doritos, I mean, you're like a fucking savage. I mean, what are you doing?
Doritos, and Dos Equis.
Yeah. If you're not drinking Dos Equis and you're not eating Doritos, you're basically you're not even a real person. You should try it,
man. Have you drank Dos Equis?
Yeah, of course I have. I'm drinking almost every beer.
Fucking great.
I mean, if you're not drinking Dos Equis and Doritos, I mean, you're basically not even a person. You're an abyssal. You're not even a nether ape. You're an abyssal at this point. Abyssal.
Yeah, man. I get every time I buy a Pepsi product or a Doritos bag, I get some Pep coins.
Yeah. They're not even like... We don't talk about abyssals a lot on the scale, but because they're so egregious that they're...
so rare.
Yeah.
They're honestly rare.
They're so egregious that they wouldn't last even on our, like, bottom of the barrel.
We call people abyssals, but like actual abyssal RPers are so very rare.
They're so horrible that yeah.
Do you remember when Kiro was that bad?
Yeah, I think I remember that name.
Yeah, Kiro, he was bad, and I tried to keep teaching him how to RP, even though I was shit myself. I mean, he's here now, and he's good. He just doesn't fucking RP that much. Yeah, I guess because people kept telling him he was shit so much that he just didn't want to RP anymore. I don't know. That's the thing about this community, man. This community is harsh.
It can be.
Or it used to be. It used to be.
I don't believe everything.
It's pretty okay.
I don't believe everything Elijah says about the community, like forum RPing is over. It's just you just have to build a better community, really. Because how many communities have a podcast and chats and other shit? You just have to create a whole ecosystem of stuff. And maybe some people,
you know what?
Maybe some
I
people
think his point is more not forums are dying, but it's like Dragon Ball Z forums are dying, and that's just a fact of the matter that Dragon Ball Z isn't as popular as it used to be.
Yeah.
Which I mean, we can't help that. We can't. That's something that's out of our control.
Yeah, it really is. But the whole
the podcast, the popularity, the advertisements, that's within our control. And we can eventually just go to a different anime based off of, the Dragon Ball Z if we really want to. You know what I'm saying?
Anime is not getting less popular, it's getting more popular, so
that's what I'm saying. It's like we could just do a general anime RPG if we really if we're really pressed to like expand out of the DBZ community, we can just be like, all right, you know what, this is Legends. This is not Dragon Ball Legends, this is just Legends. And we just replace all the fucking DBZ characters with like generic archetypes or some shit. That's really not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do.
It almost makes me want to make Dragon Ball Zeta just like Anime Zeta or Zeta Anime. Zeta Anime. This doesn't sound all that bad. Anime Zeta. AZ.
I mean, we could do a lot more, but it's just the fact of the matter that Dragon Ball Z is such a good art style to base off of.
Yeah.
It's like finding face claims and shit for Dragon Ball Z is so fucking easy.
Well, it's also the fact that the baseline like architecture and just the world itself is based off of Dragon Ball Z. But I don't know, man. He has some good points. I might make Zeta more like a universal anime site, but it's just gonna have Saiyans in it. I'm just gonna be like, look, I mean, it was supposed to be a Dragon Ball Z site. I just decided at the last minute to make it more universal. But there are
That's
Saiyans.
the thing. If we can, the way I can see it succeeding is if we keep because we're always going to have our community of our peers.
Yeah.
I don't think our community is. I don't think our Legends. I don't think our Legends group is ever going to break up again. Now that we done been brought back, I don't think we're ever gonna. I don't think we're ever gonna stop RPing with each other unless like one of us leaves or something. I think individuals will come and go, but it's like us as a community. I don't think we're ever gonna fall apart again. You know what I'm saying? Because it was that one moment where the site kind of fell apart, but it's like now that we got Discord and we're constantly communicating with each other and stuff, I don't think we're ever gonna drift apart like we did. So that being said, the way I'm gonna go back out. The way I can see this succeeding is that if we keep the initial group together, but if we go so far in the future that most of the Dragon Ball Z stuff is going to be eliminated. You feel me? It's like we're gonna eventually get to that. We're eventually gonna get to that point where we're so far in the future. It's gonna kind of be like the anthology effect. We're going to have the anthology effect where we get so far in the future that we're going to have AU type stuff. We're going to go through all the DBZ plots we can go through. And it's like the only way I can see us really becoming a true site again is popular unless somebody else takes it over.
I honestly think that Elijah has a good point. I might just make Dragon Ball Zeta just Anime Zeta. I don't know yet. I gotta work on it later. After I'm done with the podcast, I'm gonna be working on Zeta.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things I was thinking about doing with original Legends is like just making it an anime site.
But I need you to stick around because I'm gonna add you as an admin on Zeta. Now, this is the thing, Blues. This is one of the reasons I never added you guys on because I'm literally figuring this shit out myself. So I'm gonna add you, and you can give me feedback, but don't fuck with anything just yet. Unless you just want to add something. Unless you just want to add something, just ask me. That's all you got to do, Blues. Just ask me. But don't go on there and be like, hey, I just made this fucking pentagram planet with pentagram aliens and shit. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I'm gonna have to choke you out now. Don't do that. Just stop with the pentagrams. We don't need the pentagrams. They're uncalled for. Because I'm still trying to figure it out, dude. Like, I really am. Like, because even the Dragon Ball Z Earth in itself is kind of fucking boring. I have actual factions that I've made of real life shit that would make it more interesting. So I don't know what the fuck.
The Dragon Ball Z Earth can be interesting is if you make it interesting.
Yeah.
Like the way we've made it on Legends, it's kind of interesting now. You know, we got Astra, we got the anti-Astra coalitions, we got like the Beast people, because those still exist on Legends. We got the martial artist types like Krillin and Tien Shinhan, because they still exist as well. You know, you got the more science types like Astra. You know, Earth can really be interesting if you have a lot of stories going on. It's just the fact that a lot of DBZ RPGs fall into the trap of having a bunch of martial artist characters and not really that much else. Legends, on the other hand, we have a lot of characters that don't really fall into the typical DBZ archetype. Like, you know, the Time Patrollers, they're Dragon Ball Z, but it's like they're so different that their timelines are so kind of dark and depressing that it's like they don't even resemble Dragon Ball Z.
I wonder if
you know what I'm saying? It's like the Taitsu, the future timeline that Taitsu and Elijah come from, it's like a Terminator future where nobody fucking lives.
What do you think about the name of it, Adventure Zeta? I kind of like that name, Adventure Zeta. A-Z, Adventure Zeta.
Zeta Adventure.
Adventure Z, Adventure Zeta. That could work. Zeta Adventure.
Hey, you do what you want, man. I'm probably gonna keep Legends as a Dragon Ball Z based site because it's just easy to draw off of. But like eventually, in time, Legends will become something more than Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? Just by the natural process of how people RP and shit. Yeah. You know, we already got weird bird people. And we got fucking Astra's weird bug people. You know what I'm saying? It's like we already have weird shit going on in Legends verse. So
yeah, pretty much.
It's not gonna be DBZ entirely for the most part. Forever.
I mean, it's still going to be basically based off of Dragon Ball Z, but it's going to be a little different. But
yeah, it's like the main power sources of like ki and shit, spirit energy. It's like that's gonna remain. But it's like Goku and Vegeta. It's like all the canon characters are probably mainly gonna fucking die off and shit. If nobody plays them and shit like that, you know.
So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to end the podcast here, and we're going to just chat off the cuff. So these the peasants listening, they don't get that because this is super secret. You know, it's stuff that they can't know yet. But they will know in the future, but they can't know about it. So we gotta end the podcast. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was pretty good. Dude, we did 2 hours and a half. I mean, that's a lot of material. So we're going to stop it here, folks. I hope you enjoyed. We will be back on Saturday. So that will be
Yes.
What will that be? This is gonna quiz Blues on the dates. What is gonna be Saturday? What date is it, Blues? Tell the people.
I don't know. I don't have a calendar available.
Okay, bitch. Well, you failed. It's the 19th. It's gonna be the 19th of September. We'll be back.
Okay, well that's fucking great. Stellar.
Yeah, I didn't know if the folks know this, but we don't usually do a podcast on Mondays, but we had to do it because I don't even remember why we didn't even want to do it on Saturday. We did the pre-show dojo on Saturday, but we didn't.
No, you know what? I think what happened on Saturday is like we were able to do the pre-show dojo, but then I got called away for something and I never came back, and so we were like, you know what? We wanted Stoner Piccolo to be in it on Monday because he was like, oh, I never get to be in the podcast.
Yeah, of course. So he shows up for like 5 minutes and then goes.
Yeah. Oh, Stoner Piccolo. He is a gem. He is a gem.
He is a gem. All right, folks, we're leaving, but me and Blues are going to keep talking. Super secret shit. Like, we might murder somebody. You don't know. But, all right, we'll see.
No,